This is the tutorial for model creation, part 3. I'm going to go ahead and begin a new standard IPT. And I'll start a 2D sketch. In this 2D sketch, just to get my orientation correctly, I'm going to start it on the YZ plane. And I'm going to begin it at my origin, 0, 0. I'm going to start with a line tool. And make sure that I see that green dot. And I'm going to draw horizontally to the right, 1 inch. And I'm going to maintain that same line. I'm going to draw a line going vertical, 1.5 inches. I'll zoom out a little bit here so you can see the whole part. Still attached to the end point of that line, I'm going to go horizontal, 1 inch. Still attached to the line, I'm going to go vertical, 1 inch. And then I'm going to go to the left horizontally, 1.5. And then I will draw a straight line down 2 inches. And I will draw a line horizontally to the left, 0.5. And I will make sure that I connect this line to my origin again, so that I complete this piece of geometry. I'll right click, OK. I'm going to press E on my keyboard, and I'm going to extrude this piece 4 inches. I now have the basic shape of model creation part 3. But what I need to do is add a cut extrusion on this top portion. So I'm going to begin a new 2D sketch on this front face. And if I simply go to project geometry and I grab that face, you'll see it all turn red. It now picks up the outside lines of geometry there. So I'm going to take my line tool and I'm going to draw a line from this side of my part to the other side. It'll show up as 0.5 inches. And all I'm going to do is dimension that line to the bottom of my part at 1 inch. Now, all I can do is I can extrude this portion. So I'm going to press E on my keyboard. I'm going to click this profile, and I want it to cut into my part. So I'm going to select the cut extrusion, and I'm going to change my distance to 1.5. Now I'm going to add 2 hole features in this. So I'm going to start a sketch on this face. Move it into view here. And I'm just going to place a point somewhere on my part, and I don't want to pick up any of these lines. Because if I pick up any of these lines that you see here, from the dotted line to this blue, now blue line, what it'll do is it'll lock the location dimensions. So I'm just going to click it out in the open here, and I'll right click OK. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to locate this point. So I'm going to locate it in the X first by clicking the left side to the points. And this distance is going to be 0.75. Then I'm going to locate it in the Y from the top of my part. So I click the top to the point, and this distance is 0.5. Now I'm going to press H on my keyboard. You'll see that it brings up the hole command. And I want to make sure that this hole has a diameter of 0.5 and that it has a termination of through all. I'm going to select OK. Then I'm going to start my last sketch, and this last sketch is on the top. I'm going to do it the same here with the points, making sure not to connect to any geometry. And I will locate this using my dimension tool. I'm going to locate it from the side here to my point, and that should be 0.5. Then I'm going to locate it to the back of my part, to the point, should be 2. I'll simply press H on my keyboard. That diameter is also 0.5, and it also has a termination of through all. So I select OK. And that is the completion of model creation part 3.